back to Security Guard Command. Sorry I've been away for a while. Last several weeks have been crazy for me. I've been super busy. Got some news. My wife and I bought a house, and so now we have a house. We're not in the country at the moment. We do plan to go back, but at this time we're gonna stay in this house. So exciting. Been super busy with just everything going on, moving and working on our property up in the hills. So just been busy. So sorry I haven't been on. Anyway, I wanted to do a little bit of a review here. This is a flashlight that I found on Amazon. Has really good user reviews, so I wanted to give it a shot. It's supposed to be super bright, and it only cost $25. So if this thing works out great, then it'll be a good deal for a security guard. Now, I'm still an advocate for using a flashlight on duty that is designed for duty use. That's been proven and tested and will not fail on you. So this is a cheap flashlight, but I'm looking for a flashlight that is a good starter flashlight for security until you're able to afford a better flashlight. This one here is called J Park Super Bright Flashlight. This is what it looks like here. It's a little thick. It's definitely a little bigger than what I'm used to on my Stinger Streamlight, my Streamlight Stinger, but it's got a good feel. It's not too heavy, it's not too light. One of the things that this thing has here, if you can see, is right here. Pull this rubber cover back. You've got a USB-C charging point, which is nice because it's really happy to see USB-C on products because it tends to have the fewest problems with the charger breaking. And it's got a USB host port, and this is for charging your cell phone or charging another device. Really cool feature. It's got a pretty decent battery inside of here, and no tail cap though. That's one thing I was kind of interested in, is the tail cap switch. But anyway, this is the flashlight. Here is the power button. Now, its operation is pretty standard. The first one is full brightness. Second click is medium and then low. And then you got a strobe, and then you've got an SOS. Now, I've been bothered by, this is pretty much a standard setup on these flashlights that you buy, whether it's like a Chinese flashlight or what have you. That sequence of patterns bothers me. I don't like having to cycle through all these things to shut my light off. What if I have an emergency? I need to shut it off. I don't want it seen anymore. I suppose I could just cover it up or whatever, but that's inconvenient. So one thing that I discovered here is that if you hold the button down, it shuts off and it skips all the patterns. So I thought that kind of salvaged that negative review that I had on this. So not bad. This flashlight comes with a little plastic hard case. Comes with a cheap nylon pouch. Oops. So it's got a cheap nylon pouch with this. It comes with an adapter tube and a little setup to use a couple of looks like AAA, like maybe 3 or 4 AAA batteries. So you can actually run this on AAA batteries as well as the rechargeable battery that came with it. User manual here and packaging. So kind of a cool little setup for 25 bucks. Let's go outside and see how this looks. All right, so here I am in the side of the house. Let's say you're doing some patrols and the lights are out and you're in a dark walkway, and so you pull out the flashlight and let's see how this looks. And that is pretty bright. And I'm zoomed in a little bit. If I spread it out, I mean, this is crazy bright. And then if I zoom in like that, it's actually got a pretty tight beam. It actually looks a lot like the pictures that you see on Amazon where you don't really believe that it's real. This actually is pretty dang bright. Let's walk through here. It does an incredible job of illuminating the entire area. Look at this. As far as the brightness of this flashlight, this is pretty impressive. All right, So if we turn this down, let's turn the brightness down. Oh, you can see the little interference pattern with the dimming of the flashlight. Let's turn that off. All right, so here I am on the street, and I'm going to test to see just how far this light will throw. Turn it on, tighten up the beam, and I can actually see the light hitting the street, hitting the house down the street, and that's a whole block away. That's quite impressive. Shine it up in the air, and you just look at the beam. This is a spot. This is a searchlight, man. This is crazy. And then open it up, and you can just see how it just lights everything up. Even with the light here, it just brightens everything up. See that? Look at this. All right, so let's see here. All right, so this light is pretty bright. Not bad. Not bad at all. One thing that I do have to say about this light is the button is kind of flush with the body of the flashlight here, and it's kind of hard to find the button, especially if you're in a hurry. Pull it out of the holster or whatever, you pull it out and you got to look for the button, and it's really easy to mistake that little rubber cover where the charging port is for the button. And so that could potentially add an additional amount of issue with getting your flashlight out, especially if you're in a fight or flight situation, or you need your flashlight right away, or you got a high stress situation and you need light. You got to fumble for the button. The button's not obvious. That's where the tail cap really comes in handy, is because it's just click of the thumb, and it's always at the very end. It's easy to find the end of the flashlight versus trying to spin the flashlight around looking for the button. Even now, just right there, I was having a little trouble finding the button. Just got to spin around. Lights up blue on there. You can see where the button is, and you can tell. You can see. I don't know if you can see here. It's pretty flush with the flashlight. When you turn it sideways, see there's almost no button there. So that's my only complaint as far as the flashlight itself. The construction of this flashlight feels solid. It feels really good. So, you know, this flashlight is, I would say I would recommend this as a starter flashlight for a security guard. It's plenty bright. It's got a focusing beam, lights up the whole area very bright. So I would say all in all, this is a win. This would be a great starter flashlight. Haven't tested the longevity of it yet. I need to know if this thing is going to break, or you know, if it's going to last. I don't know that because I haven't used it. But I may have some feedback for you in the future. I am going to give this flashlight away to somebody that I appreciate very much. He doesn't know it yet, but I'm going to give him this flashlight. He is one of my coworkers at the hospital, and he does the patrol in the vehicle outside of the hospital. And so while we're inside, he's outside making sure that the perimeter of the hospital and the grounds are free and clear of homeless people trying to set up camp, or people doing drugs on the campus, which a lot of people do try to do. They try to find a space to shoot up on the campus. And I guess, you know, their thought is they're near a hospital, something goes wrong, they go straight to the ER, whatever. But he faces a lot of aggression, a lot of violence from people, and he works nights with the same shift that I work at nights. So I've seen his flashlight, and we've talked about his flashlight, and it's not quite bright enough. So this one here is going to become his. He doesn't know it yet, but. All right, so I gave him the flashlight. Wanted to get video, but decided not to. So anyway, he was excited about the flashlight, and he's out there patrolling right now, and we'll find out how he likes it in a little while. But for now, you guys have a great night. You stay safe, and I will catch you later.